Okay, so we just went through it. I really had a very difficult problem. In appearance, it didn't look difficult, but it took me a long time to get to the six roots. Now, I typed this up beforehand, by the way, but I want to point out what I did. I'm using Sage over here, and I'm writing the solutions down. X1 we found to be 1, X2 we found to be -2, and then the other ones were tough to find. The other four were tough to find. We did find, and they were complex, and there's a problem with it. They were tough to compute. And that we got the third solution, the fourth solutions, fifth solution, and sixth solution. So I want to point out what I did over here. Let's go back over this. Um, oh boy, where are we? We had a problem, and the problem we divided into this, this the A B thing, and then we worked our way backwards, and we finally got solutions to the problem. And hopefully you watch those videos. And one of the solutions got x equals 1, x equals -2. And that was easy to get. That one wasn't bad. We got that like in a matter of minutes in the beginning, if you gave it some thought. But again, going through this technique was not easy to go through. And then we did the same thing on the other solution, and we found. Let's just scroll through. I think we found this solution over here. All right, that's two solutions by the way, and I've typed it up for you. I want to point out what I mean by that. In my Sage, I typed up that solution over there. What is the solution? 8 divide by. I'm not going to bore you with the typing of it, but I basically just, you know, um, we did this over here.
-42.
I just
All
typed it
right.
into Sage. All right. Then what else did we do? We found two others. Let me go to that. It took me time and effort to get there, and I know that. And the problem with time and effort is if you have the time and effort, it's great. If you don't, it's not a good thing. But I eventually got to this solution over here, and I typed that up. All right. Now the big question over here is I would like to check it. And someone says, why do you want to check it? I always say if I'm right or wrong. Sometimes I make mistakes. All right. So what I wrote down is I wrote down all six solutions, and I also wrote down, a function, and that function should evaluate to 7/8. So if I do f of x1, I should get 7/8. Yes, I get it. If I do f of x2, I should get 7/8. Okay, there's a problem now. If I do f of x3, you notice that x3 is a very complicated number. It's right over here. And what I'm going to claim, if I do this f of x3, I should get 7/8. I don't. I get something really crazy looking arithmetic over there. So I need to force Sage to do an approximation. There is trouble in the land of approximations, though, and I want to warn you about this. The trouble in the land of approximation is there's tremendous round off error. All right? All right. So what I'm going to do over here is, maybe I should try Boolean because we've done this before, right? Bool. I'll point out that this is not going to work out well, by the way. F of x3. And does that equal the same thing as 7/8? By the way, it should be true. But unfortunately, it does say true. This is good. I'm glad it did that. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked it did it. Let's try the other ones. And let's see if x4. Shocked again. Wow. Let's try x5. I wasn't expecting it, by the way. Whoops, that's a mistake. Whoops, made a mistake somewhere. Let's type it in then. X5. Oh boy, I'm really screwing up. X5. Does that equal 7/8? Oh boy, let's see if I can do X6 and see a miracle time. It's, it's actually doing the arithmetic. I'm shocked to hear that. Good. They all worked out. All beautiful. All my solutions worked out beautifully. All beautiful answers, by the way. And what I mean by that, all my work, the first two answers were quite simple. I'll be honest with you, the other four answers, I struggled with it. I got there eventually. I was just simply seeing if they were going to be evaluate to 7/8 as the original equation said they should. And it just checked them all out, and they worked out beautifully. All right. Now, certainly, I want to emphasize that, x3 is complex. So I'll put this down over here, and I'm going to approximate it to show you that it's complex. And you're going to see the letter I in the problem now. So if I do that, clearly you see I. I want to do x4. I want to show you that's complex. We've already discussed that. And I get that over there. Now, what do you notice about those? Those are conjugate pair. As expected, by the way. This is a real coefficient polynomial. We're expecting conjugate pair. Now, the other ones, x4, x5, x6, should also be in conjugate pair. Let's put that one down. I see that. And let me put down x6 now. And that should be the conjugate pair. Well, I'm seeing it all. Things are working out beautifully. I also want to go to Sage to show you the graph of it. All right? Oh, I'm sorry, not Sage. I want to go to Grapher. Sorry about that. Now, this is the graph of 1 over x cubed minus 1 over the quantity x plus 1 cubed minus 7/8. And I'm seeing two real solutions as expected. What solution am I seeing over here? I'm seeing the 1 and I'm seeing the minus 2 as advertised. All right? We did that at the beginning of the problem. All right? Now, was this a difficult problem to do? Yes, it's a difficult problem. As I said when we started the problem, if you could get the two real solutions to the problem, you're well on your way to getting the others. Also, with the techniques you learned at in Math 119, after you clear the fraction, you should realize there's 6 solutions to the problem. Did we find all 6? Yeah, we did. 2 real, 4 complex. The 4 complex is a real coefficient polynomial occurred in conjugate pair as expected. Thank you so much for paying attention. And again, if you followed to this level, you've done a fantastic job. Congratulations. Thank you.